You're back, you know, but at least to share something with somebody.
Ask for nothing else.
Yes, some people are doing it yet. I have allowed you to move even to the back row and talk to the other person there. All I did is should not look like a punishment. You take your seat now. You can now take your seat. Yes, you can now take your seat. Now, the moment we sing, especially the East African anthem, so that we can easily follow and sing the song. That is okay. Very soon the guest of honor will be walking into this venue, and we shall all be on our feet, and please support him when he walks to take his seat. Okay, let us now all be on our feet, please. Let us now be on our feet and let's put our hands together as the guest of honor walks. We shall remain standing and we shall sing the national anthem. We shall begin with the national anthem, Tanzanian national anthem, which will be followed by East African anthem. East African anthem. Now, please, High Table, you may take your seat.
The Deputy Minister of Education, Science and Technology, the Vice Chancellor of the Nelson Mandela African Institution of Science and Technology, Professor Maunilio Kipanyula, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Dodoma, Professor Lugano Siluka, the Chairman of AAIAC Tanzania Subsection, Engineer Dennis Gusa, distinguished professors, speakers, scholars, innovators, media and guests, all protocols are observed, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to this remarkable gathering. I'm glad to stand here. I would like to take this opportunity. Honorable Omari Panga In a very special way, I would like to extend sincere appreciation to you for gracing this conference by your attending despite of your busy schedule. It implies the support of your esteemed ministry and the government of Tanzania in supporting the agenda of embracing artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, in this continent, we have come together to explore the cutting-edge developments, possibilities, and challenges of artificial intelligence. It is a testament to our commitment for harnessing the transformative power of AI for the betterment of the world. As we reference, we must not forget the purpose that binds us together, the desire to harness AI for the good of humanity. I consider this conference as a platform for unity, forging partnerships, and setting AI as a catalyst for prosperity, inclusion, and empowerment. It is a forum to nurture the talents and youngsters and elevate the transformative spirits. Ladies and gentlemen, this conference anticipates a series of engaging discussions, presentations, and networking opportunities that will ignite our aspirations for a more AI-driven future for Africa. Specifically, this conference is dedicated to advancing research in responsible AI across Africa, fostering knowledge creation, and investigating the ways to facilitate the deployment of AI from research or from academic research to practical industrial applications. I would also like to highlight that this conference hosts the second AI for the International Workshop, offering opportunities to attend diverse talks and panel discussions in 3 key thematic areas, which are policy, industry, and academia. Dear chief guests, enabling environments such as policies, laws, and dedicated government structures for fostering AI adoption are important to steer the success of the 4th and 5th industrial revolutions. It is our humble request that you carry this call to the government to champion the AI agenda in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, in this inaugural edition, this year's conference has received a significant number of scholarly paper submissions from about 22 countries across the world, and with talks from renowned scholars. Besides, the conference has also attracted participants from more than 25 countries across the globe. We do hope that the subsequent editions of this conference will continue to surpass our expectations. In conclusion, I would like to acknowledge that this first edition of the conference is organized by the AI4D Research Lab, which is a joint collaboration between the University of Dodoma and the Nelson Mandela African Institution of Science and Technology. And this conference is technically sponsored by the IEEE. And I would also like to acknowledge the general support that we're receiving to run the lab from the IDRC, CEDA, and the AI4D Africa program. I also extend my deepest gratitude to the sponsors, organizers, speakers, and participants for making this conference possible. Together, we can make history and contribute to the advancements of artificial intelligence in the African continent. Thank you, and let us make the most of this extraordinary conference. Asante sana.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Ali Namawe. And right now we are going to get remarks from IEE Tanzania subsection. And the remarks are going to be made by IEE Tanzania subsection chairman, Dr. Dennis C. Migusa. Welcome to the podium.
Thank you. Chief guest, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Science Technology, Chairman of the Organizing Committee for this conference, Vice Chancellors from the University of Dodoma and Nelson Mandela, Organizing Committee members, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. So I'm going to tell you a bit about IEEE. IEEE has more than 450 technologies across the world, and it has a presence in over 160 countries in the world. Our vision is to be essential to the global technical community and to technical professions everywhere, and to universally recognize for the contributions of technology and of technical professions in improving global conditions. So we have 46 technical societies and councils in the world, but IEEE has got over 1,700 plus annual conferences which are being conducted in different countries worldwide. But we have 4 million plus technical documents. These we are talking of the publications. And IEEE has 170 plus top cited periodicals and 1,160 active standards. So IEEE, talking of these technical societies, it is cutting across to aerospace, biomedical engineering, broadcasting, circuits, communication, control and automation, etc., etc. It's not all about IEEE as it stands, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. So again, IEEE started the way back in 1884, so when it started. And we are categorized in regions. We have different regions. So Tanzania subsection belongs to Regional 8, which also has some countries in the Regional 8 from Africa and Middle East. But in the technical standards, IEEE has standards in Wi-Fi, firewall, Ethernet, Zigbee, etc., etc. So yes, in Tanzania we are still lagging behind in terms of membership to the IEEE. Now I'm calling upon, you have seen the advantages of IEEE being one of the sponsors in this event, but also of the benefits that I've mentioned earlier in terms of publications and those annual conferences. There are so many benefits for one to become a member. Once you are a member of IEEE, also recognize the presence of agreeing to come into technology and also the Dodoma among the young universities in this country. But they are very fast in embracing technology, which is very, very important in the current world where we are. Things are moving very fast than what the natural brain can actually do. So I'm very delighted to be part of this initiative. My background has nothing to do with the technology, but I know if I'm out of this, I may perish, and I don't like to perish before the time for perishing is actually here. Now, we all acknowledge that artificial intelligence is here to stay. There's both positive aspects if it is well harnessed by natural intelligence, but it may have abused by natural intelligence. We all know what artificial intelligence has done in education, in medicine, in agriculture, and many other sectors. But we also know
how artificial intelligence has disrupted certain aspects of education. And for me as a Vice Chancellor, as an educator, I'll say a bit about this area because I think it is important that we are conscious about what are the good things and the bad things which technology can do. It is good for a student to sit somewhere in a room and use any AI chatbot to prepare assignment, to prepare dissertations, to prepare theses, and which are very good and can actually inspire any examiner. But for the educational sector, this is scary. And for me as a Vice Chancellor, and I believe all Vice Chancellors, all educators, if they hear that this dissertation is a product of artificial intelligence, and there's very little natural intelligence in it, until that time when artificial intelligence becomes biological. Now, us as people in the education sector, we have aspects which are coming with artificial intelligence. And we are ready for it. That's where we're already having these conferences. We have very good posters for our students. They're doing high quality research over there. But for the world, and I think particularly for Africa, we are not ready for cloned artificial intelligence replacing natural intelligence. Why? If we embrace it as it is and don't question, we are going to have graduates who have very glittering and gold-plated academic certificates, which they are holding and moving around in their hands, but they're basically nothing in their heads. And I think this is not the challenge that artificial intelligence is supposed to actually contribute to. And it is the dilemma for any Vice Chancellor, for any academic person, that we will challenge you experts in artificial intelligence to work on. And I think meeting here in this conference is going to help to chart the way in that direction, so that you can make we senior academics and leaders to rest in peace and concentrate on issues which matter than running around trying to see whether this thesis is original or it is a cloned thesis. And for universities like Nelson Mandela and the University of Dodoma, which are young, we encourage you to continue embracing new technologies. And during the conference and the workshop here, please discuss in details. Look at these really challenges. And when you're out from here, you tell us what are the best things we can do in order to make sure that the technologies do not make our life more difficult, but they make our lives better. We would like to see that education is supported by artificial intelligence and other technologies to become better and to produce high quality human beings. That's what we're aiming at. And we wish to know and probably to explore which type of examination systems should we actually be devising now. Because you only need an iPhone to answer a very difficult examination. And I think that's not what we want to happen. We want this artificial to remain artificial and natural biological brains and intelligence to remain. And we don't like it to replace the human brain. We would like to see to it we have students, we have graduates who have used AI productively. We want to see the products of research and interaction with artificial intelligence. Can it truly produce the desired results? With the current threat which seems to be happening, many senior academics in universities are afraid about AI. and sometimes they don't know. There is World University News. It's a newsletter which has a lot of details, almost on a daily basis. There's an issue about artificial intelligence, what it has done to education in different parts of the world. So, and the question now, do we really need to examine our students using the conventional ways of giving them assignments, written dissertations, or we may need to go to the ODH, sit face to face with your students and examine whether there is knowledge in this, or actually there is knowledge in a laptop or a phone somewhere, not in this individual. Now this is what we're thinking, but for how many students would use it? We have thousands of them. So the challenge to you, our scientists, is to give us assurance that document which you usually examine instead of it should be a reflection that this student has actually studied. Otherwise, life is going to be a bit very difficult for us. And for those who are doing medicine, I do medicine, that is my profession. We normally don't allow a student to graduate without a face-to-face interaction. Whatever the numbers in this world, it's not that anything else except face-to-face. At the end of the time, we be convinced that this human brain can actually interact with the human being and make judgment which is going to preserve life. So it is my sincere intelligence to see to it that you make your life better. Young ladies, and I see also they always put everything in the eye of a son and a daughter, so they're never going to produce destructive technologies. With these remarks, Honorable Christopher, I'd like to acknowledge the team which produced the project, which has led to this conference. It has provided the opportunity for this interaction. And I'm looking forward to read the proceedings out of this conference. And thank you very much for coming. So,
yes, thank you very much, Professor Lugano Kusluka, the Vice Chancellor from the University of Dodoma. And right now, please allow me to do some alteration. We bring the Vice Chancellor from Nelson Mandela. And so allow me this time to bring back Dr. Ali Nyamawe to the podium to have something fixed with regard to introduction and the sponsors recognition.
For you again, I've been asked to make a special recognition to all of us anyway, but I will. I really appreciate you. I may not be able to mention you by your names, but I hope you will be very happy to receive our appreciation and acknowledgement. I would like to really appreciate and acknowledge the presence of the delegates from Germany. I know you are here in a good number. Very much welcome again to Arusha. I would like to acknowledge the delegates from the University of Johannesburg, South Africa. And I know they have also in a good number here from Johannesburg University. And probably you are led by the Professor Mfo Roberife. I also understand the presence of some other delegates from South Africa, Nelson Mandela University. We also have Nelson Mandela University in South Africa, and also do have ours in Arusha, so we're really happy for that. I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Thomas Pascolo from the ITU Geneva, also here, and appreciate your presence. We have been with you also in the first workshop. Here we also have the second workshop, the AAIAC International Workshop. I really like to acknowledge the presence of you, the guests and delegates from across Africa and outside Africa. I really apologize for not mentioning your name individually, but we really appreciate your presence. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of this staff from the University of Dodoma and the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology, and I really acknowledge the presence of the students from both universities, University of Dodoma and the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology. Last, for the interest of time, I would like to acknowledge the sponsorship in terms of internet connectivity from the Habari Node. We really appreciate your support, though we have received the early minutes notice. And we really, again, appreciate the sponsorship from the two universities, University of Dodoma and the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology, and IEEE Tanzania subsection, the media, and
yes, once again, please, I'm not happy with your faces. I'm not very happy with your faces. Can you just be on your feet for a minute? Except the high table, please. Can you be on your feet for a minute? Can you stretch yourself right and left? All right, just be very sure you don't become harmful to your neighbor. All right, thank you. You can take your seat now. And right now, we are going to get welcoming remarks and the introduction of the guest of honor. And this is going to be done by the Vice
that I welcome you all to the first international conference on the advancement of artificial intelligence in the African context. Honorable guests of honor, this conference is a collaborative venture between the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology and the University of Dodoma. We are also happy that the conference has enjoyed support from the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, the Tanzania chapter, and the three entities actually brought together under the project which yield the first artificial intelligence for development, and that is Africa's Anglophone Multidisciplinary Research Lab. This collaborative venture represents a significant milestone in our journey towards integrating artificial intelligence within Africa's development narratives. Honorable guest of honor, on behalf of the collaborators, I extend a warm welcome to become part of this important event. I know you are a busy person. You have just flown in from Mafia, and that gives us heads up that you are indeed supporting our movements in promoting artificial intelligence. Also allow me to air out my sincere and heartfelt appreciations to all distinguished keynote speakers and all conference participants for having time to travel from different parts of the world just to become part of the important milestone in promoting artificial intelligence for the development of Africa. Thank you, each and every one of you, for gracing this occasion with your presence. Honorable guests of honor, my duty here is to welcome you to address the audience. But before I do that, please allow me to spend some few minutes to say some few words about the conference. I understand that a lot has been spoken by the previous speakers, but let me add some more notes on the same. Honorable guest of honor, the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology and the University of Dodoma have been working towards creating an ecosystem where innovation in artificial intelligence can thrive in addressing key areas for sustainable development. This conference is therefore an important step which has brought together experts from the industry, the policy-making bodies, academicians from across Africa and beyond, just to collaborate, learn, and inspire each other in promoting artificial intelligence. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all from the Multidisciplinary Research Lab, the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, the Tanzania chapter, our distinguished keynote speakers, or researchers, for contributing their invaluable insights. Your presence here reinforces the belief that together we can harness transformative to engage fully in the discussions, share your experiences, and build. It's an opportunity also to build a professional networks. Together, let us explore the boundaryless possibilities that pave a way in the unprecedented ways in Africa and beyond, while driving innovation and development. Honorable guests of honor and distinguished participants,
life and health that has given us reasons to be here today. I'm delighted to be part of the first international conference on the advancement of artificial intelligence in African context. I would like to express warm regard from Honorable Professor Adolphus Nkena, Member of Parliament, and the Minister of Education, Science and Technology of the United Republic of Tanzania, who was
invited to this conference, but due to other important national commitment, he asked me to come and attend the opening ceremony on his behalf. I would like to take this opportunity to commend the organizing committee for a well-organized conference. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, an event of this magnitude, which bring together bright minds from around the world to discuss artificial intelligence advancements in our beloved continent Africa, represent a significant moment in our journey toward the fourth and fifth industrial revolution. Your dedications to exploring the vast realms of artificial intelligence and harnessing the potential for African development is admirable. Indeed, it is a signal that we are working to talk as we are navigating our way on how to create a future fit leaders and scholars in the African continent. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely appreciate the organizations and institutions, particularly the Nelson Mandela African Institution of Science and Technology, University of Dodoma, and the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, Tanzania chapters, who recognize the transformative power of artificial intelligence and take pragmatic steps toward actualizing the potential within our context. Furthermore, I appreciate the effort made by African Anglophone Multidisciplinary Research Lab in creating an initiative that promotes and encourages research, development, innovation, and international collaboration. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my sincere and heartfelt appreciation to the Vice Chancellor of Nelson Mandela African Institution of Science and Technology and University of Dodoma for their presence at this event and for the significant contribution made by their institution in fostering a strong environment for artificial intelligence research and development in Tanzania and across the Africa continent. I extend a cordial reception to the distinguished keynote speakers, authors, and moderators hailing from diverse regions across Africa and beyond. I greatly appreciate the invaluable contribution you have made to the field of artificial intelligence. It is a privilege for us to have opportunity to benefit from your expertise as you share your knowledge with us during these 2 days of the conference. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, the advent of artificial intelligence has presented unparalleled development opportunities worldwide, including in Africa. As we navigate the corridors of artificial intelligence, we are crafting a path where technology and our rich African heritage converge, ensuring the artificial intelligence revolution is integrative and representative of our diverse continent. Africa has undertaken a transformative endeavor, applying the potential of the artificial intelligence to tackle our distinct challenges and stimulate a socio-economic progress. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, the artificial intelligence revolution in Africa is evident and gradually transforming our societies and the economies. It is encompasses, for instance, intelligent systems that have optimized yield predictions and farming practices, as well as machine learning models that enhance healthcare delivery. Our technology entrepreneurs are achieving significant success by utilizing artificial intelligence to develop customized solutions that are well suited to our unique socio-economic context. As a result, we are making significant progress toward a future where technology plays a crucial role in driving our overall development. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, when considering the future, the potential impact of artificial intelligence on our economic development is intensive and promising. Artificial intelligence serves as a guiding force that can illuminate pathway toward increased productivity, enhanced quality of life, and strong economic growth. The integration of artificial intelligence into our industries can potentially stimulate advancements that not only drive economic growth, but also generate a sustainable, inclusive, and wide-ranging benefits. Indeed, the adoption of artificial intelligence across various sectors presents the potential to catalyze innovations, stimulate economic growth, and shape the future where technology plays a pivotal role in our strategic development agenda. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the journey ahead necessitates a collaborative effort involving the expertise of our scholars, researchers, technologists, and distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, the journey ahead necessitates a collaborative effort involving the expertise of our scholars, researchers, technologists, and policymakers to successfully navigate the landscape of the artificial intelligence field. Let us collaboratively construct a narrative in which Africa assumes a proactive role as a significant participant and influential entity within the global artificial intelligence landscape. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, through the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, is not just a policy-making organ, but rather an active player and supporter of the artificial intelligence ecosystems. Together with insights of expertise of the brilliant mind gathered here today, we shall continue to shape policies and initiatives that amplify our contribution to the global artificial intelligence and ensure that the fruits of artificial intelligence innovation permeate through every layer of our society, enhancing lives and propelling our nation and the continent toward a future where technology and humanity bless in harmony. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I'm optimistic that the discussions and partnership established during this conference will pave the way for advancements in artificial intelligence research and implementation, as well as foster enduring Africa, the essence of Ubuntu, a famous native African philosophy meaning I am because we are, emphasizing the role of humanity toward others. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude my speech, let me express my gratitude for the honor of speaking before this conference and extend my wish for profound learning, groundbreaking ideas, and fruitful cooperation in the days to come. With those words, I have a honor to declare that the first international conference on the advancements of artificial intelligence in Africa context, the theme saying that the role of artificial intelligence toward realization of the fourth and fifth industrial revolution is officially open. Thank you for your attention and listening.
Let's applause him again. Yeah, thank you very much, the guest of honor, Honorable Omari Juma Kipanga, Deputy Minister for Education, for the opening speech. And we shall continue the program. And when you look at your program, you see there is group photo, which will. And I just want to emphasize a few things before we go for the group photo and the health break. The group photo will be taken right out. This venue. So prepare the moment we call you. Group photo will be taken right there. And then next will be events and panelists. And then the third will be women in AI. Now, women who are attending the conference. Only the so the single photo, we shall again thank you to some small, maybe 4 free. It will depend upon a number. Then the fourth picture will talk about then we'll have the fifth delegates, and since we are many, we shall also see thank you to some groups. And then the sixth photo will be the organizing committee, and the last one we had was non-participants and speakers. So remain here when the high table moves out, and then we shall continue in that order. And remember, after that, it will be followed by a health break, which will take about 30 minutes, half an hour. And after the health break, we will have to be fast to come back into you for some for a keynote speech that will take place here, and some presentations of various topics that will take place here. So please, we should make sure that we observe that to in time. And so right now, I would like now to ask the high table, with due respect, with the due respect, the high table now, we should be moving out. The photographers, please direct the high table to where they have to sit. And speakers and the panelists, speakers of the event and the panelists, please, that will be the first photo, so we should march out. Speakers and panelists. Yes, we go ahead. Meanwhile, women in a